Hi folks, this is Dragon again. EDCs, backpacks, BOBs, storage of foodstuffs in your vehicles. As mentioned in a video I made early last year for the forum, packaging is a big problem, and it's got to take all the knocks and bumps and that sort of thing that it's likely to encounter, whether it's on your back or inside a vehicle or anything like that. So there's a few options here that may be of interest to members, and that's using plastic test tubes. Now these are medical grade test tubes, got them off eBay, high impact plastic, so they take a good whack. They're not glass. Problems with glass is that some of the test tubes and that sort of thing of this size, it doesn't take much for them to crack or break and that sort of thing. So this is high impact plastic used for medical research and laboratories and things like that. So as you can appreciate, they've got to be made of a material that won't contaminate whatever liquids or tissue or anything that's inside these that they're analysing or experimenting on. The other thing is that these can be sterilised in boiling water as well. That's both the cap, the blue cap, this one's got a screw cap, and the test tube itself. I did try it a couple of days ago in a rolling boil for 10 minutes, and it didn't affect the integrity of this particular one. The only thing I found was the blueprint there that shows the volume of this particular type of test tube. It's 15 millilitres. Some of the ink came off, and also the label came off too. These come with labels on them, so that can be an issue for some applications. In this one I've put cocoa. These are foodstuffs. This one is Worcestershire sauce. This one is olive oil, used for cooking and also has medical applications. Let's just show the Worcestershire sauce one again. Madras curry. This is powder. And also chili sauce. Now with these just laying on the table here, particularly the liquid ones, you can see that they're not leaking on the table at all. In fact, I've got one filled here with water, screwed the cap on, sitting out here in the warm sun. It's quite a warm day today, and it's not leaking at all. A couple of other test tubes that you might want to consider. These are smaller ones, volume about 5 millilitres. This one's got chili powder in it. This one has beef stock cube in it. You probably can't see the writing on there, but it is, I have marked it. That's one of these. Now, that's fairly soft, sitting out here in the sun. And if you're carrying it in your EDC or backpack or BOB, then there's a possibility that it's going to get crushed, and you're going to get this sort of thing happening like that. You're going to finish up with that all over your gear. Okay. The other one is a herb, oregano. You can use all sorts of herbs for garnishing food. Also medicinal herbs. Some herbs have both applications. Another one is, I'll do that one later because there's another segment I want to do. And here's another use for it. Inside this test tube I've got magnesium powder. Now if we're using mag blocks as fire tools, unfortunately I have an injury where I can't use them sometimes, so as I've said before, I go with the blast match, I can use it one-handed. But if you're using a mag block, you can scrape off some shavings and keep it in something like this. So if you want to get set up for the night and either carrying an injury or you can't use both hands, or you just want to get a fire lit quickly, just some magnesium powder, just scrape it off a mag block and keep it in one of these. Keeps it dry, keeps it safe, and it's a good way of carrying magnesium or any other type of accelerant for a fire if you choose to use that. Another type of test tube I found was this one. Now, this one has a metal lid. They are waterproof. You put liquids in them and they won't leak. And I'll cover some liquids in a later segment. That has what we call here in Australia lollies, but in the US they call it candy. So if you need that quick pick-me-up, quick sugar hit, you can also use these much bigger ones for that too. Now, thanks to Scottish Lass, a very good suggestion last year about, I think they're called boba, B-O-B-A, boba or boba straws. Couldn't find any in Australia, so I had to buy them in from overseas. Now what I did was, and if you remember the videos, forum videos early last year, I used these types of straws for salt and sugar and pepper and that sort of stuff. The boba straws I found are much better. And there's another segment I want to do on those. Again, sugar, that's one serve of sugar. Vaseline cotton or tallow cotton if you want to use tallow as a fire accelerator for lighting fires. Keeps them waterproof. Serving of coffee. Salt. So you can use a combination of those. You can use these as a backup to these, or you can use these as refills to these, any combination you want. You can virtually put anything in them. The biggest problem with these I found was you can't put fluids in them because it makes it very difficult to seal using the heating method. So that's why I just looked at it and I thought, well, we'll try these. And as you can see there at the moment, ones with the liquids in them, they're not leaking at all. Very robust, very tough, reusable. You can sterilise them, you reuse them again. That's got water sitting in it and just sitting here in the sun with the plugs on it. That's got a plug, that's got a screw cap, that's a screw cap. It's not leaking at all. The other one, the Bobo straw, rendered fat. Now this is some rendered goat fat I had left over from another video. Can be used as a lubricant for your knife or something like that, stop it from rusting. Beef fat, pork fat, that sort of thing. Can also be used as a fire accelerant. Just smear it on a bit of your kindling, or if you've got some other material, just smear it on there and flash up and away she goes. I might add too, this rendered goat fat, I have not refrigerated that since I made it, and that's going back quite a few months. And it's actually, in fact, it's been sitting in the radio shack and we've had some pretty warm weather. Hasn't gone rancid, still smells good. So that's one of the things with rendered fats. The small test tubes, these test tubes, I got them off eBay. Some came in from the UK and some came in from the US, United States. Come with their caps. They can get ones with different coloured caps if you want to go that way to help you identify what the ingredients inside them, or simply just write on the these particular ones with a indelible ink pen or something. And of course these ones have got their labels. So even though they're used in the medical field and meant to be disposable, they can be reused for this sort of application. As I said, you can re-sterilise them, boiling water, rolling boil for 10 minutes, and these don't even get soft. That gives you some idea of the material that they're made out of. These ones I found when I sterilised them all, they did go a bit soft and a bit cloudy, but they were still usable. So that's something to think about. So it's a few ideas for you folks. I find that this may be a better idea. I haven't actually done any real field testing yet other than to check that they leak, rather than carry these things around, as I probably mentioned in another video early last year. It also depends how long you're going out for and how much of this stuff you want to take with you. But certainly these sort of containers are much more robust than these. That's just cardboard, so it's not waterproof. That's glass. Take a hard whack, it can break. And same with that one, that's garlic salt. So there's a few ideas for you folks to think about. May not be applicable to your situation, but I think it's got merit. As I said, I haven't done a lot of field testing on it yet. And certainly any members on the forum, if you're inclined to look at these ideas and do some field testing, you've got some problems with them, please post them and let us know. So we can find an alternative or a solution to it. Thanks very much.